What's up, y'all? So, a full moon is very intense for a lot of people, okay? So, around this time is when people are emotional, people are angry. It's just all those negative emotions or even positive emotions sometimes for some people are very intensified, and you have to deal with these emotions because it's full, right? Because it's a full moon. When you think about how the moon represents, well, the moon does represent our emotions. It represents emotions, period, right? But it does affect the oceans and water on Earth, right? So if you think of how humans have, our bodies are majority of water, right? There's no way that the moon is not affecting a human being if we're made up of mostly water. So when the moon is full and you think about the ocean, how it's all these waves are coming, think about how what must be going on inside of you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're feeling down or just anxious this weekend or whatever, do not worry. It's because of the full moon, and every time a full moon comes, more than likely you will feel something, depending on like what type of moon it is too, and things like that, and where you are in your life as well. So that's what I want to touch base on with you all. But to get into the reading, what I see here is that a lot of you need to balance out your feminine and masculine energies. Okay, so when I say that, I mean, there's always a time and a place for everything. There's a time to wait around, and there's a time to take action. There's a time to dream, and there's a time to actually, yeah, not it's not waiting around. It's actually like dreaming and planning, and then you take the action, and then you have a time to enjoy stuff, you have a time to speak, you have a time to listen, you have a time to, like, these opposite things. You have a time to tell somebody what to do, you have a time where you just allow this person to figure things out. Okay, so what I see here is that I don't know what situation this is for. Like, this could be like, I know the situation if I was reading this for one person, but I'm seeing multiple messages because this is a general reading. So this, for some of you, this is an actual relationship where you're going through difficulties and you want to control the situation. You want certain things to happen, and so you're telling this person what to do. You're asking this person how to, like, you're doing a lot of things to make this thing go a certain way. When some of you may need to take a step back, or if you have been just chilling and trying to go with the flow, maybe you need to step in and do the opposite. That's that balance of feminine and masculine energy. Okay, it's not about being strong and weak. It's about, because both are strong, both have a place, both have their roles. Okay, the other one needs the other. Basically, they need each other. The feminine and masculine energies. So one is not better than the other, but we do have to balance it out, if that makes sense. So what I see here, even if it's a job or yeah, if this is a job or any type of relationship or opportunity, there's a time to control the situation. There's a time to allow the universe to come in and work for you. It says take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Okay, so like I said, there's some things that I feel like this is a comfort zone. What you're doing right now, the way that you're taking action, this is how you have been taking action. This is the way that you have always felt like this is the way to do it. This is the way to get the outcome, right? And I'm not saying that you haven't received what you planned on receiving in the past, but this time I feel like in order to receive this big picture, the whole outcome, and for you to be truly satisfied, you have to take a chance and allow like the opposite to step in. So if you have been working, if you have been just daydreaming, you need to take action. If you have been taking action, you need to daydream, or like, that's just general too, because it might not even be those two things. It literally could be like, say something, not say something, or it's an energy that you have within something. So it could be like being excited to go to something, or like, because everything starts with you. Okay, so you have to figure out what you haven't tried yet, and what you feel like that's not you, but it can work, and it's something that's just out of your comfort zone. Okay, because I see here that you should get what you deserve. You deserve what you deserve. Okay, you deserve this. But I feel like you may end up losing a little hope because you're not trying something new. You're not stepping out of your comfort zone. You're not trusting the divine, and you're trying to stay in control. Okay, so next, getting into it, what I see here, I benefit with gratitude. So what I see here is that you should be grateful for every experience that has led you to where you are now, because everything that has led you to where you are right now was literally those steps. It's a step. Like, steps can be hard to climb sometimes. It can feel like maybe I'm going backwards, like what's going on, especially if you've been going for a minute. But enjoy the journey. Know that you're not taking no step back, because anything like healing takes time. Healing moves in waves. You cannot just, healing is not linear. You cannot just be like, okay, I'm over this person, I'm over the whole situation. You can't do that. Like, yeah, that was an example. But what you can do is say, okay, right now I don't feel too bad, because most of the time, you might feel like you're healed. You might feel like everything is better in that moment, and that's good. Embrace that, but that doesn't mean that later on you're not going to feel any pain regarding the situation that you healed from, because feelings are feelings, like literally. It depends on the situation, the time, the place, what you're thinking about, how your day went, and sometimes that just doesn't all help you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have a badass day, and then you think about that thing that you thought you were over, and then it just crumbles you because it's like you're not strong enough that day, if that makes sense. And that's okay. But um all of that, like, is meant to build you up so you won't have to go through certain things again. And so next time a situation occurs, or when you want a certain outcome, you can direct it better. Okay. um you can trust yourself. Don't think that you can't trust yourself because of past experiences, because you can. You know what it takes to have abundance. You know what it takes to be successful. Especially like within your own self. You don't have to listen to society. You learn your own lessons. You've been fine all along. You'll be fine continuing from now. Like, don't worry. Do not worry about other people. Don't look for validation outside of yourself, is what I see, because it's just like you don't trust yourself because you feel like you're making like the wrong decisions because you're not getting somewhere quick enough. But in reality, I feel like you just need to be more patient, or there's something that you're not doing. Okay. And yeah, so with this card here, it was in reverse. This is, let me just say this, all my cards are upright. I don't keep any cards in reverse. I always turn all of my cards like the same way. Okay. And then I shuffle them like sideways. So like they're like this. I always shuffle them this way instead of shuffling them this way to where they're upside down and stuff like that. Okay. So with that being said, this card came in reverse, right? And so I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna read it that way. It says, I consume only my fair share. Okay. So this is like the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. I don't know what this is. This is like a third. I'm feeling a third party, something that, let's say you're in a relationship. Well, that was like the worst example, but anyway, yeah. Let's say you're in a relationship, and yeah, there's another outside influence, or let's say you have a goal. There's something else in the way of this goal. Let's say you have, I don't know, bro. Like, there's something that you want to connect with, but there's something else in the way. Um, and I feel like what's in the way is those negative thoughts. It could be society, like, has put these thoughts into you because it's what you grew up around. You know what I'm saying? But it's also, I feel, um, like, when it comes to consuming your fair share, okay, that thing that's in the way, it is something that is fear. It's something that makes you feel like you can't get it, so you do extra, or you do a little less of something. That third party, this third thing in the way, is in the way of you going straight towards this other thing, literally, because you feel like you're not worthy of this thing. You feel like you have to put in extra work in a certain area. You feel like you need extra something somewhere. When in reality, I feel like you might not even need what you think you need. You have all the resources you need. But, and I also feel like you're protected with this third party here. Like, there's an angel watching over the situation. But what you have to do is, even though you may feel abundant, you have to actually act abundant. You have to do the abundant things. You may even do the abundant things. For some of you, you're doing it, but you're not feeling it, and that's what's wrong. You have to have it all. You have to have this balance. Okay. So yeah, a lot of you need to take some time out, because I feel like you're heartbroken. Like, there's some things that's happened in the past where it's keeping you from actually enjoying the work that, like, it's keeping you from enjoying the journey of getting to where you want to be, because you're afraid. You're like, oh, is that in the right place? This in the right place? Should I keep doing this? Should I not do that? Like, you're really questioning yourself. And I feel like this is a self-love thing. Maybe like you're really looking for validation outside of yourself. And you're beating yourself up even more when you think about the past, or you just beat yourself up. Like, you tell your, like, you're not, when you're being ungrateful about where you are, you're beating yourself up too, because you are the reason why you are where you are. You have to take responsibility for everything. Even though there is a world out there that may influence our decisions, may influence things, but at the end of the day, everything is our decision. And yeah, like we have to just listen to our intuition. Sometimes we don't, and we just have to learn that lesson. But that doesn't mean that it was a mistake. That doesn't mean we have to beat ourselves up about it, because at the end of the day, we have to learn that in order to even know it. And to begin with, like, how do you even know anything without going through it, right? So it says it's time for you to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So yeah, spend some time alone, because like I said, there's some things that has hurt you, um, and you look for validation. And I feel like you just really need to take some time by yourself and write down what you feel, write down your goals, write down the steps to get there. And if you feel like something just doesn't click, like you don't know why you're not feeling optimistic, start to meditate and to start feeling that emotion. Cry if you need to, get mad if you need to, talk to somebody or whatever you need to express it and to get it out. Because if we don't get it out, talk about it, get it out some kind of way, we hold on to it, and it stays in our conscious, and we're always still aware of it, and that's too much to worry about. Okay, like especially if we're trying to get to a destination, we don't want to put unnecessary thoughts in our head. Okay, like we want to put all of our energy towards what we want to put it towards. We don't want to have to waste any energy. So you will see that you can be trusted once you give yourself this attention. You will notice that what you've been telling yourself is all lies. Like, you don't have to think so bad of yourself. You don't have to be afraid of yourself. So, with dreams of abundance here, it says, as you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal, because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your dreams into reality. So, like I said, you can be trusted. And I feel like that's clarifying what I just said. It's not about going to sleep and waking up, even though some of you may have had dreams about certain things, and you do need to write these down. I feel like the full moon may be encouraging you to write more, to plan more, to be more organized, okay? Um, and to just like have a foundation within yourself. It's not necessarily saying like to start over on anything. It's just saying to basically, what is it? Assert yourself. Be assertive within yourself. So you can't really like be assertive without proof. So you have to prove to yourself who you are, prove to yourself certain things. And you will see that you can trust yourself. So that doesn't mean prove it to other people. That doesn't mean when everybody's congratulating you, that's when it's real. That's when you had success. But you're congratulated when you feel congratulated, literally, when you reach your personal goal. So, um, yeah, write down your thoughts and feelings, your goals, dreams, and how to get there. Write down your worries. Burn your worries away. That's a ritual right there for you. With the page of cups here, that is going to turn a page on a new, fresh cup of emotion. Like that's going to be new emotions for you. Is what I see in this area that you feel like something is wrong. Like this could be career, finance, relationships, goals, like your passions and things like that. Whatever this is, the situation that I'm talking about that you need to take a chance on and do something that you're uncomfortable with, or take the uncomfortable route, or the unusual. Let me say that, because it doesn't have to be just uncomfortable. It'll just be different. Um, yeah, you're gonna feel like a new person. Like emotionally, you're gonna not worry about this situation. You're not gonna feel all anxious. Okay, so now do only what you feel is necessary and also what you want to do. Okay, so in this situation, make sure you're putting in the work to get towards this goal, but know that that work that you're putting in is actually making like it's actually doing something. You're not doing stuff for no reason. Okay, I feel like you feel that you're wasting time, you're putting in this effort, and it's not progressing, and so you're low-key wanting to give up. You're feeling a little hopeless. But I see here that it's because you're putting too much energy in one area. So you could be putting too much energy in actually working, or you're putting too much energy into thinking or planning or talking to other people or something like that. You're putting too much energy into something. And I feel like you know this. Like in your head, you know that there is something else that you could be doing. But for some of you, you're actually like enjoying this in a way. Some of you are in a comfort zone. Like I said, you're just comfortable, and you need to just snap out of it. Like literally snap out of this comfort zone. And don't take more than you should either, is what I see. Because in this situation, like I said, you may feel like you have overworked yourself, but you're not getting anything. You may just, this could turn somebody evil. Like this could literally change somebody's intentions. because they just feel like it's not what they thought it was. So make sure you're literally doing the right thing and not taking from others, not draining others' energy, because you can be putting in energy as well. It too plays a part in the situation. So if you're if you're the one putting in a lot of energy, make sure this other thing is actually reciprocating that back, and take a step back if it's not. It doesn't mean it's not coming, but take a step back, because like you're not giving it any time to, or any yeah, any time or energy to do what it got to do, because you're making it have a comfort zone. You The more you stay in your comfort zone, this other thing will be comfortable longer, and it'll be harder for things to get up. You know what I'm saying? Keep things fresh, keep things new, keep progressing, keep feeding your seed, keep watering your seeds, and watch them grow. So you water them with positivity, faith, and optimism. With this card right here, it says you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. So, like I said, no matter what has happened in the past, and no matter what is even happening right now, even though things may be going slowly, that does not mean that it's not coming. That just means that, because we have plenty of time to fix our things. We have plenty of time to fix what's going on here. Is what I see. Do not worry. Okay, it's all like either a little mind switch or something that, like a little habit that you can fix, or it could be a big habit, but that doesn't matter. Like, just it takes just this extra motivation. Okay, just be motivated, step into your power, know that this life is yours, and you have to take control, do everything that you can in order to see everything that you want to see happen. If you want to travel the world, if you want to be in love, if you want to have children, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to create more land, I don't know, like, create more land, if you want to buy land, I don't know, if you want to do something, find a way to do that. Write this shit down, write down a bucket list, write down your goals, and make a practical plan. Make at least 3 steps, like overall outline steps to get there. It doesn't even have to be in detail until you're actually ready to work on it. But you need to get to it though. You need to get to these things. There's no time to waste. But and when I say there's no time to waste, I'm not saying that you have to get up and take the action. For some of you, you may feel like that's what you got to do, and that's for some of you. But for others of you, if you've already been doing this, you need to hurry up and chill. Basically, is what I'm saying. Like, you need to hurry up and heal your energy, because healing your energy, which is like keep having that balance, knowing when to sit down, knowing when to relax, knowing when to work, knowing to have that balance. It's about being at peace, not feeling obligated to do something because you feel like you have to do it. Okay, find ways to maneuver through life and still be at peace. Okay, so last but not least, we have the justice card here, and justice is it's just justice, knowing that you will get what you deserve. Like, there's no, like, karma is real. Any intention that you put in is what you will get out of it. Okay, so don't worry about getting a negative result by putting a positive thing in. If you feel positive when you're doing something, you know that you're doing something for a certain reason. Don't think that it's just going to turn out another way. Why do you have a reason to think that way? Okay, if you do, then write about it, talk to somebody about it, so you can see how to change that. But don't just let it happen. Don't just see what happens. Actually try to work things out, see what you can do. Okay, because God is within us. Okay, and we have to use our godly powers. We have to use our gifts. Okay, we have gifts. So that's all I have for the full moon reading, and I appreciate you all for tuning in.